All right, so welcome to the team training. Today is June 9th. You all know who I am. And hang on one second. No, mine is now. All right. On Saturday, Rory covered Google AdSense, where he went through he went through Sandy's site, and then he passed Sandy off to Niall and I, and we finished up hers on what she needed to fix to go for Google AdSense, because she's got all of her pages modified. She's true owner. She has changed all of her pages 100%. She wrote them. There isn't a single sentence on any of her pages that are identical to Rory's. Okay, that's what we want. Have fun with these. Tell a story. Keep it somewhat personal. Tell a story. It's more of an interesting read when you tell a story than if you give facts and stats. Those are boring. Snooze alert. Just saying. And we went through Rick Overstreet's, and we attacked Mary's, and we're still working on Mary's. Rory, Matt, and I, and I think we'll be conversing in Hawaii about Mary's, because hers has got something weird that nobody else is seeing, and so we're going to fix that. But I wanted to show you guys how to modify a page to make it your own, and how to make some corrections. So this is actually my son's PBS. I have given him full notice. He may be sleeping. I don't care. It's 1:30 in the morning where he is in Iraq right now. So his loss. Mom's going to fix it. I don't typically do this. He actually will probably yell at me later, but he's thousands of miles away, and it'll be a year before he can get to me. So we're good. He'll forget about it by then. The first thing we want to make sure of is our site identity. Now, a lot of us have the word shop or mall or buying or deals, anything that sounds salesy. We need it to change if you have not gotten Google AdSense. I already have Google AdSense, so I am not going to mess with my page, but I am going to mess with my son's, because he calls it the K&E Online Mall. Well, K is for Corey, E is for Emmy, his girlfriend, but I'm going to go change it. So I'm going to go up here into customize. And you guys can write this down. I'm going to go a lot slower than Rory did. And as far as all the recordings from Saturday, he did 6 hours, over 6 hours of recordings. He's not posting we actually recorded them in segments when we remembered to hit the record button. If you guys were there, you know that Stacy forgot one, Rick's, and Rory forgot 2. But you're going to get the gist of what was happening. So I'm going to go in here to site identity. And I do like K&E, but and we don't want to use the word opportunity, because that's going to give a red flag as well. But virtual universe. And I'm just going to hit publish to save it. Like I said, he's going to kill me for this, so I raised him. We'll see what he does. He may not. He might like it. Emmy might actually giggle over it. All right, so there, I've changed my site name so that it's not overly confusing. This is a virtual universe here. There's a ton of stuff to find here. Not everything we want to be selling. We want to be sharing. Okay. Now, the one thing I'm not going to touch the names of all of these category pages. When I click on a category page, it opens up an actual page. I'm not changing this title here at all. To mess with that title changes it over here. So I'm not even going to touch it. But that's not the order in which things happen anyhow. The first page we need to be modifying is our home posts. Now, he's already got it listed here as new items and welcome to our site. I'm going to leave it because it's not really, he's welcoming them. He's not really selling anything. And I pre-read this, and he actually, you know, he came up with this picture and cropped it and everything. Some of you know that when I was trying to show him how to modify a page, he hung up on me because he wasn't going to type in front of me. Kids, let me tell you. But this one I know he hasn't done yet. But I want to go in here and see what he used as a key phrase for the first one first, because we don't want to use the same key phrase on multiple pages. If you use a key phrase, it should only be on that one. Oh, am I busted? Nope, the other one. All right. So we're going to go down here. Okay, so he called it new items. Perfect. I'm going to click on the white W to go back out to where my posts are. Here they both are, and here's the welcome to our online community. I'm going to leave the welcome to our, am I going to leave the welcome to our online community? Yeah, but I'm going to get rid of the period because headings never have a period. It's never a sentence. Now I'm going to modify each paragraph. So I'm going to add a new paragraph block by clicking on the plus sign and hit paragraph. And I'm going to rewrite. We would like to welcome you to our online community of deals, offers, and stuff. Ew. Okay, that didn't take me long at all to write that paragraph. It sounds very similar to what Rory wrote. I'm welcoming them. I'm using online community. I do want to use those words because that is my key phrase. It needs to be in the beginning, you know, in the very first paragraph. I'm talking about all the different stuff. And then I put my own personal twist on it. Although I did spell that incorrectly. All right, so since I've got that paragraph rewritten, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to get rid of that first paragraph. Now I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to add another line. All right, so instead of you see, no matter how great a service or new product is, if you don't know about it, you cannot take advantage of it. More than likely, most of these products never even heard of unless you happened upon one of my various ads that I post. Okay, I wrote a whole lot more than Rory did for my second paragraph. And I don't have to keep it bold. Am I making this look pretty easy, you guys? Yeah. Remove heading. Oh, that took the picture with it. Well, let's hit that undo button. Oh, well, I can recreate that picture. I'm just going to go ahead and keep that gone. And I'm going to add a new picture. So add image. And I'm going to go to my media library first to see what's in there. And see if something talks about online community. Oh, look at that. There's the picture that was originally there. But you know what? I think I want to change it up a little bit. I'm going to see what else he's got here. Most of these were images that Matt and Rory had preloaded onto the site when it was made over a year ago. And nah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload files. So I'm just clicking on the tab to upload files, and I'm going to hit select files. Now, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to the Dropbox of all the pictures that Rory has given us for free. I'm going to go into my Dropbox. Here, I'll put this in the middle here, and I'm going to go down here to RR247 PBS files and double click to open it. And I'm going to, let's see here. We'll go into Cache Network. Let's see what ERC has. No, I don't want that. Come back out. I know he's got some fun images here. And I'm gonna make this be right justified. So I'm clicking on the very thick hamburger here, and I'm gonna do align right. And now I'm going to shrink it down. And if you were on with Niall, he tries to line it up so the edge comes here. But I think that's gonna get too small, but we'll go with it. It might work. And this to me just says freedom, but I don't like it way down here. I'm going to move it up by clicking the up arrow. There we go. And now we're going to rewrite this paragraph. So I'm going to add a new paragraph there. And this one. One's done. So I'm going to hit update because I'm going to stop for a minute. And I'll probably come back to this, but one thing I didn't do is I did not take ownership of this page. So I'm over here on the right-hand side and I'm clicking on the word post. And this date here, you do not want to change the dates until you are modifying the page for the very first time. So I'm starting to modify this page for the very first time. I'm going to change the year first. Then I'm going to change the month. And now I'm going to pick the day, which today is the 9th. And I'm just going to click off of it, and it's going to keep that date. Now, if I were to pick tomorrow, the word update would actually change to schedule because the date is in the future. Okay, so if you happen to get where it doesn't say update, it says schedule, look at your date and check your calendar, get it back. Yes, if you have deals or opportunity or shop on your site, Rory said on Saturday, get it changed. That is what probably held Mary back originally from getting approved, and Rick Overstreet. Very simple. And actually Rick ended up being his category pages as well. Needed attention. So yeah, you can use choices, but you want it to flow. One thing that Rory was using was, you know, like the person's first name and online community, or, you know, something to that effect, that it didn't really shove shopping or paying money down your throat. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop on this and I'll come back and modify it later. Or do you guys want me to keep going on it? Keep going? Okay. So I've got those 3 done. And so I'm going to come down here, add a new paragraph. That one came out of me a little too easy. It's almost like I've been reading some of your guys' pages and wanting to put some of these words on there for you. Now, this go here and click then and register for community updates in the entry form directly on the right. Well, we all know that the entry form on the right is Response Magic. Corey doesn't have Response Magic on it yet. I will get to that probably next week. I'll show you guys how we add Response Magic. Yes, you can use house. Perfect, Carmen. There seems to be confusion of what pages the links of invalid offers can be broken. Great question. Okay, so I am also going to be covering the PBS offers map. Jackie and I are going to work on that though in Hawaii. Oh yeah, so there won't be a call next week. We'll be in Hawaii. The week after, we will have our next call. But Jackie and I are going to work on getting the offers map spreadsheet updated because of like Tipping Circle, the Get Paid to Chat, the TV. Hello, Mr. Tulini. So the TV, the chat, the Get Paid to Game, the Tipping Circle, Helium, Performance Giving Network, those break the links on. Leave your pages up, guys. Let them float. You can take them off of your menu, but leave them on your category pages, or you can remove them off your category pages too. It's entirely up to you. It's that part of it is your mall. Here's the issue with taking them off your category pages. Suddenly you don't have a lot on them. So you're going to want to make sure you create new pages about that would fall into those categories. They don't have to have anything for sale on them. Okay, so like Lingo Pie, the swimwear, the tanning, the self-tanning lotion, the karaoke machine, the Phoenix. Those all are offers that either are now dead or never came alive. Rory now agrees with me that we will not introduce offers until they are live and working. So Lingo Pie, the karaoke machine, the swimwear, the tanning never went live. The vintage clothing, Napa clothing, whatever, you know, it was Anna Rewick, never went live. And yet we wiped her out of inventory. I thought that was interesting. Lots of people went out and bought it without caring that it was not live. Mike, does that make sense? Does that answer your question? You should be able to unmute.
Good, because I'm tired of typing. So, okay. So Google only cares about broken links. They don't care about not having links.
Correct.
However, does that affect your category pages as well?
No, category pages should always have internal links.
Correct. And they go from there to the product page.
Correct.
And then
Those
the product page does not have to have links on it.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Here's the thing. So like the TV, you can talk about how great it is to stream TV and that you can't wait to continue to see all the new streaming that's out there. You can modify it to that way, and how you love to be able to enjoy some cookies or some wine or the churros. You can cross market and send them from the TV page over to the churro page. Keep them floating through your pages. There's one person that has done a great job on that, and that is Doug Courtwright. Let me go to a new tab here. Doug's site is 1D as in Doug, 69.com. If you guys, now he's been here longer than me. He's actually retiring. We're not allowing him full retirement. We're allowing him partial retirement. It really, you know, it just says save money online with Doug, but he got Google AdSense years ago. He's been here with Rory for like 6 or 7 years. And he got Google AdSense when they weren't that picky. Now they're getting pickier because there's so many of us out there. Okay, but if you go to, look at that, About Me and Save Money Online, we go there. Let's go see what this is. Oh, him and his Google AdSense. Oh, look at that. He talks about who he is. People love reading about him. He's been in retail sales for over 30 years. He was an insurance guy. Yippee. All right, so now he talks about Rory, bookmarking this website. Oh, look it. If I click on this, if you guys look right down here in my lower left corner as I hover on top, he's taking me to arts and entertainment. So I'm going to click on it. Look at all that. And now he's got some older things on here because he's been here longer than me and he's making money on it. So he's not going to get rid of it, even though the rest of us are not going to start getting it. Okay. Here's his chat for free and get paid too. Let's just check on him. Okay, he's got it going to Prime One chat. Guess what? He's got broken links, guaranteed. I'm going to click on it. That is what they don't want to see. Page isn't working. Now, if you and I were just our normal consumer selves, not into marketing, this would totally make us want to shut off this website, right? We'd start over on our search and go elsewhere. With, you know, he's got a lot, but he's not worried about it because more than likely, let me just look here on arts and entertainment. Oh, he does. He's doing so many, he's got more than the 90 in here. Oh, that's right. He's a upper level VIP. So he's got a bigger server. The majority of us need to, I just got busted, y'all. Corey just came back, but I'm going to prove it that I'm not in trouble. He says, okay, I'm safe. I get to keep modifying his pages. Yes, Mark, that sounds, I would actually, Rocket Ants Reality is what I would think would work instead of web pages. But if you go to like Doug's cooking area, and he's got amazing recipes to pair with your favorite wine. And it takes us to his page for this. And look at all these links here that are taking you to other areas. Now, doesn't that want you to click on this bright red Learn More button? Anybody recognize that? It's part of Grapevine and the web page landing page, the website, the landing page from Grapevine. If you've got Grapevine, you can add this too. Okay. But he's got beef recipes. And he keeps telling people, bookmark my page. The bookmark is the form on the right. And now he's got even more. Summer wine with roasted garlic Parmesan potatoes. All right. Those look yummy. He didn't put this picture here, guys. This is an Amazon ad. Actually, he probably put Amazon link in there and they put in the ad. And now here he's taking them. This link will take him right to his wine ambassador page for them to sign up. This one goes to wine tasting delivered to your door. And here's more recipes. He's tying everybody back. He's keeping people on his site. The more and the more people click around on his site because he's got Google AdSense, he's going to make more money. So he's keeping people right there. Now, I'm not saying go out and write a whole bunch of wine and recipe pages. No. I'm saying this is what you can do after you Google AdSense to grow your pages, but this is the importance of internal links. Why you want to have internal links. You want to make them continue to go to other pages on your site and make it make sense. Okay, don't be talking about health and wellness, taking the brain snap and send them over to the cosmetics or the skincare that we have. That is not cursed. There's a different skincare out there. If that doesn't make sense, unless you can word it in such a way to make sense. I wouldn't necessarily put do a plus page and send them to churros. They're trying to lose weight. Churros is not going to help with that aspect, just saying. They're going to taste really yummy, but you know, but if you can word it so it makes sense, then do it. The creativity is on you guys. Okay. Now, and you notice that a lot of Doug's category pages were different. Mine are different because we were all taught early on this is what Google wanted. Well, guess what? Google changed their minds. But Barbara and Dimitrik and I and Jackie already have Google AdSense. We're not going to change and worry about, we might change in the future back to what Rory uses, but we don't have to panic and do it right now. But those of you that don't have Google AdSense, you do not want to change your category pages. Now, let's just say I got all this modified and this is all I'm going to call it good. I'm good. I got this. Well, first of all, I'm going to get rid of this little bugger. There we go. And hit update. I'm just going to go see just how original my page is. Can I stop here? Do I want to take a shortcut? Cut the bottom line off of my own business and take a shortcut just to say I got it done because I changed the date, changed the top part of that. So I'm going to go make sure. So I'm going to hit preview and preview in a new tab as a desktop. Let me get rid of that. And I'm going to go down. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to copy all this. And I'm going to go, and I don't push duplicate checker or plagiarism checker anymore because I'm trusting you guys to just do it right the right way. Do it right the right way. Taking a shortcut. If I'm going to consider this page good, and then plagiarism checker is going to tell me, I now have to go back and remodify my pages. Until you get Google AdSense, Clayton, that's a great question. I would not add new categories per se. If there's a specific category you are really looking to add, make sure you have at least 3 pages that can fit in there. You want to have at least 3 pages in each category. And there's some of you that are cutting your nose off to save your face by removing pages, and you know, Google will never approve you. It's not me. It's not me saying you can't do this. This is our experience with Google. So I'm checking that I'm not a robot. I bet I'm going to have to close that down. Close that one. Come on. There we go. And I'm going to hit check plagiarism. And it's going to think for a little bit. It's at 38%.
Stacy, could you clarify? You said don't remove pages out of the category?
If you're going to remove a page out of the category, off of your menu, you're gonna, if you only have, let's say it's your arts and entertainment, and you get rid of Get Paid to Chat and the TV, and all you have left on there is Wine Magic and the All Things page, come up with something else that will fit into the arts and entertainment area.
Or you're just speaking about make sure you've got the 3 entries?
You want to have at least 3 in the menu.
Okay.
And they also have to be on the menu in alphabetical order and on the category page in the same identical alphabetical order. As we all saw on Saturday with Rick's, he had the category page in alphabetical order, and he had the menu, those pages in alphabetical order, but they didn't match. So that threw navigation off. It's bad navigation.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm 47% plagiarism, meaning 47% of what's on my page I didn't write. Google does not like that. You're not adding any new content that they can't find on somebody else's page. So when they say you have scraped content or not enough original content, it's your pages. And you probably took a shortcut. I'm not saying anybody here specifically is doing it, but I know it's being done, not just by our team. Yes, Barbara.
If you scroll down a little, scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll be able to download a report that shows you exactly what items they say are being plagiarized, as well as in the little boxes to the right. If you're showing 47% plagiarism and all 47% is listed as your site. So here it says 4m89.com at 7%. So if that's your website, you don't have to worry about it because you're just being judged against your own page. And
right. That's
so
one
you don't
reason
have to make
I
any
don't like
changes.
using the duplicate checker is because it's not really accurate.
I agree.
So
Thank you.
Yep. But it's actually quicker, guys, to just write it brand new right away. Excuse me one moment. You guys are going to see Stacy having to multitask on Goya right now. I'm going to stop my screen share. I have to go.
Ooh, our first Goya training.
Yeah, well, kinda. All right. Ina Baba Kanhoba. Oh my Lord, I'm not writing that name in. I'm taking the order ID. No. Let's try this again. Copy, paste. What's happening is our support lines are still open, and whoever is covering the support line cannot find someone who is signed up because, well, they signed up 10 minutes ago, so they're not in our Trello system yet. And so we just have to make a 24-hour appointment, and there, that part is done. Now who else is wanting me? Barbara, you might actually have knowledge of this, or even Mark Simpson. Have you guys ever heard of something called an ad multiplier?
I could guess, but not really anything. I can look it up. Hold on.
That's all right. I'll let Barbara keep looking. But so my main thing is follow the system. If you're wondering what order in which to do it, follow your instructor. Get your home pages done. Then go to the anchor pages, both Wine and Velveeta. If you're not in the anchor pages yet, you're in the anchors, like Wine or Velveeta, you need to set a goal and let your instructor know your goal of when you will be getting in them so that you can get your own links. The importance of the links is to get your pages completely done so that when you start posting ads, as soon as the pages are done, you can drive traffic to your site and not worry about you missing out on the commission. Does that make sense? Did I just totally lose you guys? Mark and Juanita, I totally lost you. It's okay, Barbara. It's not our team. It's an MSI asking for help with something called an ad multiplier. No clue. Okay, back to
I've never heard of it.
Okay. Thank you.
I haven't either. That's why I asked where they saw it at. So
Right.
I would just say, no, don't do it.
Okay. All right. So Mark, I know you and Juanita are like cranking on your pages. You've already got your home pages done. And I glanced over them and didn't recognize a single word. And that means you did not plagiarize. Yay. I don't have time to read everybody's pages word for word, guys. But if it looks somewhat familiar to me, the verbiage, I can tell pages that Rory wrote and pages that other people wrote by just glancing at them. But I don't have time to read everybody's pages. So then the next pages are getting the wine pages done, which I think you and Juanita already have those done as well. Then the next pages are the Velveeta pages. Now on Velveeta, there are officially 3 on most of your pages. Some of you will have 4. When we got Zleam, there is not a page specific only to Zleam. We put it initially under the biohacking page. But if you want to do a page on Zleam, go write one, go for it. You can write 4 of them because you're going to have people that want to sleep and lose weight. You're going to have people that want to just get some fantastic sleep. You're going to have people who have, sleeping disorders, having trouble falling asleep. There's 3 pages right there. And then, the trifecta plus, which would be Brain, Zleam, Youth, and Plus. That's what I did. My trifecta page, I did it as originally Brain, Zleam, and Youth, and then we got Plus. So I went trifecta with a plus. Mark or Mike, what's your question?
Hey, can you go back over where you were talking about the problem with Rick's page with his category and what have you? You said one, it has to be like the other. Were you talking about you have to have the same things in all things and in the category? Or is that what you were talking about?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Yeah, see now Rick has to change his title. I gotta stop my video because I'm using up all my resources, and that means the next call is going to be even more fun with all of you on it. Okay, so Rick needs to change this right here. He could easily just get rid of in-home shopping. All right, but where his issue lies, I'll go to arts and entertainment. Now watch, he's already changed that. brat. This is how your category page needs to look. See how clean and clear that is? And the pictures need to be on the right-hand side. Do not alternate your pictures on category pages. Do not make it look like a product page. But when I pull up, this is what he needs to change yet. So online gaming with CSPN, if he's gonna have it first here because it's alphabetical here, he's got it down here as the third. He needs to move this paragraph up here and change it to say online gaming with CSPN. And he'll need to do that with the all things pages too. Google actually watches for that because we want ease of navigation. How many of us go into a shopping mall and get frustrated because you can't figure out where a store, a store that you've been to before, but you came in a different door to that mall and you can't figure out where the heck that store was specifically. Now, I've had the Mall of America for the last 30 years almost. There are stores that, because there's hallways, it doesn't just go in a square. There's offshoot hallways and you can't remember how to get there or what floor it was on. You have to go to the store directory. You go to that mall directory and you're trying to figure out, okay, I got to get down to level 3. Okay, I'm just going to go get down to level 3 and I'll go find another kiosk, directory to figure out which direction I need to go from here. And hopefully not get lost. There's nothing worse than getting lost in a mall. Well, here we want the same thing. We want this, so it should be online gaming, tipping circle is here, TV and Wine Magic. Well, he's got TV, get paid to chat, get paid to game, tipping circle and Wine Magic. So Wine Magic is the only thing in the correct place. Now, if you have more items in here than your drop-down menu, that's okay. All right. Just make sure that these 4 are called the same thing over here. So he calls it Stream Live TV. And on here, he says TV, the future of TV is here. That's confusing. And it's messed up his alphabetical order. And
Stacy,
Can you change the names on the drop down? I'm sorry, I think I cut somebody off.
oh, so what you want to do is you want to go to, okay, he's calling it Stream Live TV. Well, let's go look at that Stream Live TV page. Stream Live TV has nothing to do with his title. That's a problem for Google AdSense. He got creative here and called it Stream Live TV. But the actual page that's written is, here's the first time he really mentions streaming TV. It's not up here in the title of his page. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So all he needs to do is come back into arts and entertainment and change this to free TV, the future is now. And to do that, all he has to do is come here and highlight this, copy it, come back here and highlight this and hit paste.
Now, are the wording in the drop down category, are those set? Can you not change those?
Oh no, you can change these. So if he would have changed his page to Stream Live TV instead of free TV, the future is now,
Yeah.
that's what would actually show up over here is Stream Live TV.
I see. Yeah, I get it now. Okay.
Because it takes your title.
And puts it over there. Yeah.
Okay. Gail, what was your question?
yeah, if you got multiple entries on the category page, because you're going to have different pages listed there. when you're talking about the alphabetical order, is it okay to have the floating, the pages that are not on your menu interspersed on the category page?
Yes,
And as
alphabetical.
long as you've got the things that are in your drop down in your category page are in alphabetical order with everything else.
Now, yeah, now like for
Okay.
his, like for health and fitness, he's got way too much in here. He needs to get rid of 4 of them and have just his all things page and 4 others in here. And I would personally get rid of this one. I would personally get rid of the health monitoring app and the health watch that pays. And I would actually get rid of the healing necklaces and crystals. Do they work? Or at least reword it. We can't say healing or cure. We can't make medical claims. So instead of saying, okay, for coffee and weight loss, you can say weight loss, just don't say lose weight. Because you're guaranteeing a cure. You're guaranteeing that person is going to lose weight. What we're helping them with is weight management. And there is a difference. I got to wrap this up because I got to get ready for the next call. But I wanted to get this kind of out there that when you guys get ready to, now, Mark and Juanita, Eric, you guys are newer. And I do not expect you guys, nor want you guys to be changing your category pages until you get your product pages done first. I put in the chat, you guys all can go there and click on it. I put this here, click on it. It will open up the page. Let me get rid of Rick's. This PBS setup is the day that Rory spent 16 hours. 16 hours. He's got it broken down into 18 segments on how to get your pages done and modified in that much time. And here he even covers, this is modifying the front page posts and customizations. If you're stuck on that home page, go watch this video. If you're beyond it, don't worry about that video unless you're self-conscious that you didn't change enough. Then definitely go back and watch it. Save yourself some time and frustration. Part 2, he covers the affiliate disclosure and arts and entertainment and the categories there. Now, he does not cover fine wines and any of the Velveeta pages in here or Wine Magic because he's assuming you already got those done because the videos for those are over on the master. Is that making sense to you guys? That they're in master? Okay. I can't see everybody's face, but I'm trying. Mark and Eric, now I can see Mark and Juanita and Eric. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, where the master is? Yes, okay, perfect. Just don't want you guys lost. I want everyone to learn from these. And so it just, so you get those done and then you can come here and follow these in order. Do what Rory does and then expect what Rory gets. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. And when the words start flowing out, don't stop. When you are typing up a paragraph, whether it's in a post or in a page, if you misspell something, keep typing. Be the author. Right. Oh, View the auto save. Oh, has anybody ever seen this and kind of panicked, wondering what that is? Oh, you know what happened? It means there was something saved on here. We can go look. So I'm going to click on this view the auto save. I actually did not know this was going to happen. This is kind of cool. And it auto saved 23 minutes ago. Well, it doesn't show me what changed. So let me go back a spot. All right. Well, that's what I typed. No, we didn't type. Oh, I got rid of that last paragraph. Yes. Okay, I don't want to restore this. I'm going to go back to editor. I rarely accept the auto save. So now to get rid of it, because I like, nothing's changed, I'm just going to hit the X and hit update again. Pretty simple. How did I figure all that out? I got myself in trouble and went snooping because I didn't have an instructor other than Rory that really knew what was going on. Rory, Rory's not my first instructor. He's my primary instructor though now. For all of you here, your primary instructor is someone like Dimitri or Barbara or Dawn or Rick Overstreet or Mark Simpson. Oh my gosh, we got duplicate names happening, y'all. Or Mary and Jackie and I are your upline. We're your master system instructors. We're your MSIs. So always go back to your instructor first, especially like on a Tuesday night call. When Rory is doing question and answer, please don't ask your questions there. Just come right back to your instructor or right to the team chat and ask it there, or find me or Jackie privately on Skype and message us. And we don't have to have 11 o'clock bedtimes anymore. But now, as a recap for next week, Dimitri and Sandy and Rick and Barbara and Mary and Mark Simpson and Lisa and Danielle and Mike and Rick Overstreet, they're all instructors. So don't think, and Dawn, and so don't think you have to not ask your question and not work on your business while we're gone. It's only 2 of us that are missing from our team. Keep running. Keep running. In fact, challenge to the instructors to sign at least one. I'd like to say for Mary, sign 4 PBSs because you've done 2 in a week. And let me come back to a huge growth on this team. I actually signed a new student today and handed him to Dimitri because I can't do a flow next week, guys. I can't start somebody new. There's going to be 6 hours time difference. He was going to want noon and I wasn't even going to be out of bed yet. So that's the fun thing of being an instructor, is when your schedule doesn't permit it. You got other people under, we're growing instructors. Well, I have a field of wildflowers and you're all starting to bloom. Jackie and I are really proud of all you guys and the pride that you guys are taking in your businesses by showing up to the calls. So speaking of which, I'm going to end right there.